For more on this, we have reached Eduardo Alves Dos Anjos. He is the Eastern Canadian Regional Manager for the International Development and Relief Foundation and is part of the rescue team on the ground. He joins us now from Istanbul, Turkey, and we appreciate you being here, Eduardo. Can you share with us, the extent of the devastation you are seeing now there firsthand on the ground?
Thank you for having me, Dwight. So first of all, I just arrived today. I had a call from my director at 8 a.m. in the morning asking me if I could come here to capture the footage of our brothers and sisters who are right now in a devastating situation. I haven't gotten the ability so far to see it firsthand because I'm in Istanbul, which hasn't been hit by the earthquake to the extent of the northern region that has. But I've seen quite a lot of footage, and I'm actually stressed, concerned about what am I going to witness firsthand, because the situation is quite dire. As a father, I can only imagine what it feels like to have to pull up your child from the rubbles. So I haven't seen it so far, but I can imagine it, and it's not easy.
Yeah, I mean, from what we're seeing just from the pictures coming out of there, it is total devastation. And you mentioned the dire situation. There have been some severe winter weather conditions in the region. How is that making the situation worse for the teams out there trying to help and the people?
Well, it's already bad to be stuck under the rubbles. Imagine if you have to be, freezing at the same time. I mean, it's quite awful. I saw a video recently of a child in Syria, actually, stuck under the rubble. And I just fell in tears, to be honest, because I don't think we can imagine what it is. A lot of us have the ability to intellectualize, but we get so jaded sometimes from all the disasters we see happening around the world. So we sometimes don't have that ability to feel it at a visceral level. Mm-hmm. But we people within the charity sector have a very close relationships with these types of situations because we try to understand them deeply so that we can better respond. So it's heavy work. It's not easy, but it's even harder for the people affected. So
you're there trying to capture what your relief foundation is doing to help and also survey the situation. We're hearing that the two Turkish officials have said that 3 major airports in the region are inoperable due to the earthquake. What complications are agencies having when trying to deliver vital aid then to these areas with there being no air traffic to drop them in?
Yeah, so IDRF has been here in Turkey for 24 years. Mm-hmm. So this is a stronghold for us. We have a lot of experience under our belt. And because we have also an office in the country, it's easier for us to operate and move around. Okay. So as far as we're concerned, we have been able to deliver the emergency aid swiftly. So we're providing right now emergency medical kits, temporary relocation, shelter. We're providing also winter kits, food, just to get people, at a place where they can heal a little bit. And then we'll move quickly into phase 2 soon, where we're going to start going more on a sustainable development capacity and trying to rebuild people psychologically, but also from an infrastructure perspective.
The Turkish government has declared a level 4 state of emergency. Other than donating, what can international communities such as Canada do to help, Eduardo?
Yeah, well, donating is actually very important. And I encourage everybody who's listening right now to go on our website at www.idrf.ca and donate generously so we can inject more fund into our ongoing emergency campaign. But other than that, just keep spreading awareness about what's happening right now so that this earthquake is back at the mind of everybody. Because if it's in people's mind, then most likely people will want to support in any way, shape, or form they can.
Yeah. Appreciate the work you're doing down there. That was Eduardo Alves Dos Anjos. He is the Eastern Canadian Regional Manager for the International Development and Relief Foundation as part of the rescue team on the ground there heading to the region in Turkey. He joined us from Istanbul tonight. Thank you, Eduardo.
Thank you for having me.